Ladies and gentlemen, distinguished staff members, welcome to something that I hope you will enjoy. This has been a project that me and my friends have worked on for 9 months. This project is special to me because I've spent 4 years here. I have known this place inside and out, and I can remind myself of places in this building like the back of my hand. I have enjoyed working on this project and putting it all together, and I hope you will enjoy as I give you the Dr.C 2000 Harry D. Jacobs Showcase. And as I begin, Harry D. Jacobs in Minecraft has been established. Would like to thank Mr. Newtek for that wonderful orchestra piece he put together. And let's begin, shall we? What is this? This is dedicated to the teachers and students. The kind words I leave are never give up and keep trying no matter what. And before we begin our tour, just a little bit of background information on this project. This was started, I think, either in the summer of 2018, and a group of friends, my friends and I, decided, why not? People build all sorts of crazy things in Minecraft, and I feel we can take it one step further. But as I can see, we're coming up to our first stop on this wonderful tour. I do wish to dedicate this spot to Fly McNutt, X Triple, X Sanchetta, and Class Lucky. Without them, this dream would never have become a reality. As you can see, most of this was done by Fly McNutt and myself, and some work was done by X Sanchetta. I do wish to say thank you to Fly McNutt again for all the time, effort, and energy he put into his creation and the artistic value. Some of the cars he's put in the student parking lot, I feel tickle my funny bone a bit. But let's begin. I start my day by going through the athletic entrance door 3. And also along with me somewhere on the screen will be picture accompaniment to show you the, the way it looks in real life. And as we pass, we have the library/media center, where a student can check out any book he or she desires. And here we have the computer lab in all its glory. And here we have, I don't know, they always keep switching the names in here, but I know this is where you can take tests. You have the librarian's desk, many of the tables, a row of computers that children can use to print something if they need something printed, the vast amounts of bookshelves. Oh, look, there's a tutoring center. We'll be coming to that very soon in a moment. And here's where you can look out and see the student parking lot and the many businesses and shops. Currently not in the moment. But this is where children can come to read, hang out with their friends, and have a nice place to study. Oh, After we pass that, we pass a few of the vending machines, and we come in through one of the many vast hallways. Here we're passing the main gym entrance and the teacher's lounge, the backstage of the auditorium, the health room, one of them I think at least, the auditorium, which is very dear and special to me due to the fact, oh, hold on, let me just turn on a little bit of lights. There we go. This auditorium is very near and dear to me because this was when I got my first moment up on stage. I came down the aisle running through as everybody was screaming my name, and I gave a little quid pro quo speech, something that I enjoyed very thoroughly. Oh, as I can see, we have some villagers popping up. I did place a few spawners. Typical Minecraft humor of myself. But it was just one moment at this school that I enjoyed very much. Not only because of that was my one moment of fame, but it was just something I enjoyed. Here we have the Spiritware shop and clothes shop where you can get many purchases of clothes. And here's our second stop. This spot right here in the lunchroom is dedicated to Chef, her boss, and the wonderful lunch staff that provide JACOBS with the wonderful meals 24/7. I do enjoy the lovely warm pizza. A nice slushy wouldn't be too bad. Or a nice cup of hot coffee, or maybe some water to go with those cup of noodles or ramen noodles. Maybe a muffin or some tater tots or french fries. A nice cup of ice to boot. Maybe something to drink, maybe a lemon tea. Or some Dippin' Dots. Here we have the lunchroom in all its glory. The teacher's lounge. Another dedication. This room right here is one culinary arts room and the other culinary arts room. But these two rooms are dedicated to the culinary arts staff. I did have my fun book. I meant to say cooking and baking and doing all sorts of things. And here's where we come to our first stop. The automotive classroom. A place where a child can get their hands dirty working with engine parts and learning all the innings and outings of how an engine works. Here we have where the car would be held in the autos lab, on the hydraulic frames and presses, and where the tools would be stored. I'd usually be working over here in this area. But as you can see, the next stop on our tour, we have the storage rooms in rooms 130. Oh, that fight song is quite infectious. Stairway E, I usually would go up. Door 17, I'd usually pass by. I'd usually see the back of Meyer out these windows in the water tower. I'd usually pass by that too. And then we come to my second stop. English. Or, it's literally arts or English. But this room right here is dedicated to Miss Gaspers. She is my boss of the Talon. And I have written a few new articles, so be sure to check them out when we come back from break. In here, we've read Hamlet, and I was the wonderful son of Hamlet. To be or not to be, that is the question. Whether 'tis nobler, I forget the rest. But not a bad book. Everybody dies in the end, though. Such a tragedy. And then, where is it? Oh, I remember. I head back down the stairs to my third hour class, EMA, or extra mathematics. And this room right here, oh boy, this room is dedicated to P-Man. This guy can make you laugh. This guy is funny. He's a delight to be around, and he's so... he's just so funny. He's like... He's not a teacher. He's like your friend. He connects with the students. He's not strict. He's not... Ow, that was my wrist. He's fun to be around. He always is happy, always energetic. Just like most of the teachers here. Or instead of most, I should say all. Just like all the staff here at JACOBS. They're always happy to be here. They're always excited and always energetic. But no, he's made me laugh on multiple occasions. And I really, he's helped me with my math. And he told me that I have shown a great deal of improvement. Now what's after math? Oh, we go back upstairs. Yeah, I travel along this hallway quite a bit. But after that, we go back up the stairs. We're not going back to English, but we're passing an English teacher of mine, Mr. Yu. Now again, another guy that can make you laugh. He's so chill and relaxed and calm. It's just... We saw V for Vendetta, which was very fun. Remember the 5th of November. Good times in it. I don't know why I had to change English classes, though, but so, to some to so. My debate and journalism classroom hosted by the wonderful Miss Pollock. She was my mentor in the world of journalism, and she is my mentor in the world of debate. I can tell you that this is the best class in the world, hands down, and I can give you a 5-page essay on why. I feel like I can debate that with you. And after a rousing segment of debate, I head all the way down, past classroom after classroom, to physical education. Passing the lunchroom again, bumping into teachers and students alike. Whoop. The main gym. And this is dedicated to Smitty Boy and the gym staff. Place has changed. That wasn't there, and they removed this whole thing and they put in a dance studio. Who'd have thunk it? One of the stairways leading up, we have the new fully furnished weight room. And this was where the old weight room would be. Probably this is now like storage or something. Who knows? Oh. There we go. Here we have the other set of stairs going up. And this is done by the wonderful Fly McNutt. I want to say the other set of locker rooms on the other side, wonderful. Just absolutely pitch perfect in my mind. Fly McNutt has been a true friend. He's been very grateful, very helpful. He literally stopped what he was. He took the time out of his day to help me build this. I kid you not. And then after a rousing game of gym where we usually play badminton or a walk to trek or a nice run, we pass by the commons, passing the offices, passing the main entrances, and passing a room which is dedicated to Mr. Metz, my personal finance teacher. Even though it's not completed, Metz was good. He taught me a lot about how stocks and bonds and investments. I seriously advise you to take that class, even though, I kid you not, it does get a little boring at times because it's just a lot of remembering and numbers and stuff like that. It is very interesting. You do find out, if you want to go into bonds, if you want to go into stocks and trading and whatnot, I suggest doing it. You do learn a lot. You do learn how to save, how to make a bank account, all that, fun stuff. And you do learn you actually do participate in a stock trading event. Oh, and I passed room 109, my environmental science room. But this isn't my environmental science classroom. In the beginning of the semester, when I first had Mr. Fraser, this was where my classroom was. We'd walk out these doors, passing the teacher parking lot. We'd come onto the teacher parking lot, and we'd go to a land of mystery and adventure. As we'd go down, as we would walk down the earth and turf dedicated to those of my many students before me, passing over a stream and a wooden bridge, looking at all the plant life, the fauna and flora, or flora and fauna, I don't know how you say it. But the Harry D. Jacobs High School Prairie, I dedicate this area to Mr. Frazier. He will be retiring at the end of the month. It sucks that he's retiring, and he's just one of those teachers that you never want to forget. The class I had with him was memorable. We got to go outside. We got to explore nature. We got to get our hands dirty. We looked at plants. I picked a few flowers for my girlfriend, and she was impressed by that. We got to go outside. I got to feel the sun on my face, the wind in my hair. I wasn't sitting in my desk confined to a chair, looking up at the board and having the teacher go, blah, 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 blah. I got to feel the breeze outside. We got to explore for just a 45-minute class period. Just won't be the same. And Fraser, if you're watching this, hope you have a good and happy retirement, and I hope you enjoy what life brings you in the upcoming future. Hope you have fun on the wild, sandy beaches of Florida or New Zealand or wherever you're going. Oh, and I almost forgot as we were passing over the gym. The outside track and field. This is where many of Jacob's football games would be held. Here's where you can get a nice thing of concessions, a lovely hot dog, or a nice cold beverage. And then you walk down into the stands. You sit your butt down on the cold metal seats, and you cheer on your Golden Eagle team as they rush the football to the 50-yard line and passing the goalpost. It's going, it's going, it's good! Touchdown! Some would say, and some would shout. And you see many of the things that I have to offer. But I dedicate this area to Fly McNutt, as he is a football player on the Jacobs team, and he himself have came to pass and edited many of this land. He built this. He put this together. He helped me build this. Here we have the other area of the track, which is the gym. One of the other gyms. Some mats. The main basketball gym where we would sit during events and go, do 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 doom 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 do 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 do, where we'd have the assemblies, many assemblies, and even look at that, how delicate and attention to detail the windows. And what was after environmental science, you might ask? Well, after swinging my way through here, passing the offices, passing the other entrance to the auditorium, the orchestra, the choir, and the band room. And again, thank you, Mr. New Tech, for the wonderful piece of music. You really saved this video. We come right here, passing the security guard's desk, into a place where you can get help, the tutoring center. All you have to do is step right up to the teacher's desk, type in your ID number, and you can get help from a wonderful tutor on any subject. And this is where I would stay most of the time. But after 2 periods in the tutoring, after 2 periods in the TC, I would usually go by the gym, wait for my girlfriend, and we'd walk. I'd walk her to Mr. U's room for my 9th hour class, and I myself would go to a class that has always been on my mind. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you psychology. And this is where the lovely Mr. Bagora would teach us all about the human mind. Depression, some of the phobias, REM sleep, addictions, usual stuff that has to do with the mind. And it's always been on my mind. This man has stories to tell, and he's got a lot to tell for every occasion. I would like to tell one of his amusing stories now, but I forgot them. How funny. I don't know. He'll probably come and tell me to remind me and explain to me why I forget something with my mind. But there has been some rooms that I'd like to just show you. Dedicated to Senor Mitchum and the Spanish teachers, where I learned my habla español lessons with Senor Mitchum. Pequeño español. Sí, pequeño. Pequeño español. Mr. Rogers. He taught me, I think it was either something about science or chemistry, and I can't remember which, but his room was the room with the big window that was overlooking the Harry D. Jacobs sign. That's the one thing I remember about his room. And I think we dissected something. I can't. No. It was one of the other classes that dissected. Here'd be passing the teacher offices, the restroom, and in this tiny little corner here, dedicated to Mr. Hanley and Mr. Murray. Here I'd be learning all about chemistry, protons and neutrons and borons and xenons and I don't know, something about that. Here I remember, we would do all experiments, and I remember one time he did something in a jar, or a water jug. He lit the jug on fire, went the jug, right across the room. Here's where the fume hood, just stuff like that. But no, I think that's about all on the list. A little bit of stairways, offices. I'd like to also thank Mr. Davis and Miss Pogginsey for being my counselor. Oh, and Miss Sarah as well, for being my counselors, and Miss what's her name? Miss Stryker, for being my social worker, counselor, and just person to talk to whenever I need to. But I think that's it for JACOBS. You know, just more offices and classrooms and things of that nature. Oh, now I remember. Just a little fine details. This is done by Fly McNutt, you know. He's wonderful, you know. He's like, he has this knack for creating things. You know, there's the marquee would always be the student parking lot, you know, my bus, bus 204. The other track and field, the soccer field, the other two practice baseball fields, the other part of the student parking lot, the one softball and baseball fields, and I think the retention pond. What's over here? Oh yeah, the other practice fields, the two softball fields, and then the soccer field, the one of the parking lots for something, the tennis field, the racquetball fields where we'd always play clips ball, the other soccer field. Oh, the bus depot, yeah, this is where all the buses would go to be serviced. If you lost something on the bus, this is where you would go to find it. You know, I actually lost I think it was my Chromebook or my hat on the bus, and I went here and I'm like, can't find it, and like, here it is. One of the District 300 buildings, another service building, I think. Another District 300 building. There's lots of buildings, and softball field. You know, just small, minute things. But yeah, I've enjoyed my time at JACOBS, and this is kind of like my goodbye and my send-off when I graduate and things of that nature, because I will be graduating. I am a senior. I made it through the gauntlet of high school, all 4 years. Woohoo! Off to college, and then after college, a job. Living the dream. Living that sweet American dream. But you know, I do want to thank everyone who's been in my life. You know, as far as JACOBS goes, all the friends, the teachers, the staff members I've talked to and met with, from custodians to secretaries to lunch ladies to deans and to principals. This has been my high school. And we end it all with me sitting on the bus, driving home. And just one last thing. I do hope you've enjoyed this wonderful tour. I wish to say thank you. And it has been a pleasure. And as far as the future goes for this, we will continue to build. I continue to expand all the way to Meijer, to Target, to all the little shops like Petco, Michael's, I think the craft store. What's the craft store around here? But no, I plan to build the entire village of Algonquin, like in the hills. And if we can fit it in the entire state of Illinois, and maybe the entire United States into this world. Or at least state by state will have its own separate world. But ladies and gentlemen, this has been Dr.C. And I hope you'd enjoyed this wonderful showcase and tour of Harry D. JACOBS. Peace out. and enjoy the rest of your spring break.